Speedway, the action track of the East. Tonight is Zeke's night. Good racing, big racing, always good racing.
Bit of the evening. Ready to go there, kid?
Hi, did everything go all right? That's good.
And if it's all right to talk to your mouthful, because I got a mouthful of onion smelling hamburger. It's the street stock division, and on the pole's going to be that black automobile. High Street Auto and Hanrahan's. Okay, see there, they spelled that wrong on the card. See how it's spelled on the thing? It's radio making a noise, that's what it is.
Is it bothering you?
No, gee, I put that noise, but you're not paying attention.
No, not that much.
Street division, first heat. And it's a very, very fast start for the street division. As the 62 of Russ Tatro and the 8, look at that 41 banks and back, bouncing backs and back. What if I say it? Look out. I got it stuck in an onion here. Here we go, the 62 of Russ Tatro with Ed Gannon coming around. Ed Gannon trying to take over the lead. Eddie Gannon trying to take over the lead as the 85 of Tom Schuller being challenged by Jeff Waterman down the inside in that 120. Jeff Waterman in the 120 gets down the inside to take over third spot. He's going after Russ Tatro now. It's Russ Tatro with the 62 automobile holding down second, and the 8 of Ed Gannon is third. There goes Waterman to the outside. The 02 of Matt Dewey getting underneath the 00 of Gene Weston. As the 02 and the 00 split the 85 sideways. The 02 and the 00 splitting the 85 sideways. Up goes the halfway mark. It's the 8 of Ed Gannon, the 120 of Jeff Waterman, the 62 of Russ Tatro, the 02 of Matt Dewey. You want me to get back with it? As that number 8 automobile trying to hold on as Jeff Waterman comes around. Jeff Waterman trying hard to get by the 8 automobile. Jeff Waterman down the inside now as he goes up get the 8 of Ed Gannon. Jeff Waterman taking over the lead as the 02 of Matt Dewey trying to hold that outside row all the way around with 2 laps remaining. Waterman squirrely getting into the turn. And we got a spin out over on the second turn with a white flag coming out. Look out. And they get around and Waterman has the lead. Gannon is second. Waterman continuing the lead, coming around for the white flag. It's Waterman in the lead. Ed Gannon running second. The 02 of Matt Dewey is sitting in third as the 00 way out wide. And it's all done. Woo. From East Mansfield, we're bringing them around in that green number 47, sponsored by J&L Enterprises Building Blocks Daycare, with Frank Kaiser Jr. in the 0 from North Providence in that beige door. Ray LeBrun from Coventry, Rhode Island in the PM Performance car number 34, with Robert Heroux from Bellingham in the B&R Auto and Truck car number 87. Butch LaFleur from Somerset in the 14 Automobile Industrial Fleet Service, Armands Getty, RS Rental. As they come to the line in front of the pits, that's the point at which they will go and go, and it is go. The second street event is underway. As our street division trying to qualify for starting positions in one of the 2 feature events for the street division. As we got so many of these, we have to do it this way. And hold on as Kaiser, look at that 68 of Dave Titus down the inside. as he's very, very quickly moved up to that third spot. He and Richard Wisher tied for second, actually, with the 11 of Ken Morissette. As Frank Kaiser Jr. has the lead, Richard Wisher and the 68 of Dave Titus battling it out. Kenny Morissette looking for a hole to get through. Bob Betancourt, a little squirrely, gets squared away. As look at the 45 and the 6 splitting the 47. A lot of that in this tonight.
I didn't know if it was something on here.
I've been busy. When do you think that I can do it?
Okay, I've already done a little bit on it.
Okay.
Okay. 0 is Frank Kaiser, as Frank is trying to hold on. Frank is trying to hold on to the lead. 68 of Dave Titus and the 95, the 11 of Ken Morissette gets under Rich Wisher, and we got debris on the racetrack. Debris on the racetrack. Debris on the second turn, third turn. Big piece of debris out there. As they manage to get around it, now they're going to have to call the caution. We got debris on the third turn. Debris in the third turn.
5 laps complete.
We have just about 5 or 6 laps complete. Lisa?
5 laps.
5 laps complete. 20,000 big ones will be right there on the start-finish line. All you got to do is be the fastest to pick up a good portion of it. Okay, here's Frank Kaiser. Frank has led right from the start, but he has been challenged by the 68, the 11, and the 29 as Richie Wisher has been trying to get that, Richard has been trying to get that 29 down in onto the groove. As Frank Kaiser, with 2 laps remaining, 3 laps remaining, Frank Kaiser in the 0, brings it around. Ooh, Kaiser a little squirrely, got a little bit too hard coming out of that second turn and had to back out of it quick, but he managed to keep the 11 automobile of Ken Morissette behind him as the 6 of Roland Wheeler is now up there to do some serious challenging. So is Scott Estrella with half a lap to go. Roland Wheeler gonna put the pressure on now as Kaiser way out wide, carrying Wheeler with him, and I think Wheeler managed to take a second as both Wheeler and Scott Estrella and Bob Betancourt all came from no. But Frank Kaiser in that 0 automobile as North Providence 0 automobile winning that one, that section of it. Now we go with Chapter 3 of the Street Division as we are continuing to try to qualify for starting positions in the feature events. As 101 Steve Gardner from Warwick, Rhode Island. Petra Fried Long is the owner of the 101 automobile. Holland's Tire and Auto is the sponsor. Gary Johnson in the 25 car. That's a very unusual paint job on the 25. What's that, a brown and, what color is that yellow? Almost like a school bus yellow, but it's not quite. It's a little bit softer than that and matches the brown too. I'm into that thing, you know. I couldn't tell green from pink. D&M Garage Doors, New England Track. Sponsored car number 4. Then we go to the 99 of Glenn Young from Mansfield Junior's Auto Supply, Advanced Engine Rebuilding. And Gary D. Gaspari from Pawtucket in car number 71, New England Recycling. Mark Pierce from Wareham in car number 58. 97 is James Thomas. And Rick Viveras in 121. Reposes Welding, Village Morgan Farm, Hobbytown Auto, all sponsor the 121 starting way in the back. And we're off, and look out as the 05 is around and around. Everybody's way out wide trying to get it back into shape again. And if the 05 of Eddie Plant can get it going again, we'll start, but otherwise, no. Look out, guys. Look out. You're going into the sun, and can you see the yellow? Back off. Back off as that 05 is cleared. That's what they're looking for, yeah. We get the okay word, now we can get restarted. We cannot have any cars in the tunnel. That's the point. They got to be able to get them out of there. He says, bring them down to the line. The line in front of the tunnel is the point at which you will step on the gas. Coming around. And it's green and we're going. Just make sure that doesn't slide out and get out and hit anybody. I don't want to get sued. with Steve Gardner holding on to Gary Johnson. Steve Gardner. What don't I sound like something? Steve Gardner. Steve Gardner holding on to that lead. Gary Johnson in the 25. And look at the 4 coming up the outside. Look at the 4, Rob Kohler, and he gets tangled up onto the 43. Whoop. As Joe Cadera took the 4 backwards in a hurry, here's the 99 working his way up in there. As the 101 of Steve Gardner continues to have the lead. The white number 26 of Pete Fernandez has moved up in. Look at this, 3 deep in the turns. As the 4 using a new groove way out high. And the 58 has got some kind of a problem. As he put some Goodyear graffiti on this front wall right in front of the starter stand. Scott Sundin in the 82 has managed to get that East Douglas automobile up and around, and going for the lead is the 25 of Gardner. Of Gary Johnson goes into the infield, back out again. Here comes Sundin. Look out, the 26 of Pete Fernandez. They all want the lead with 2 laps to go. As they're using all of this racetrack. The 121 of Rick Viveras going into the pits. Now Scott Sundin takes over the lead. Scott Sundin's 82 now has the lead. With the white flag coming out. The 50 of Mark Gagney, and now Mark drops back a little. Mark gets into all kinds of trouble with evidently he's got a tire going down, he can't even hold on to it. As he was coming in strong. As the final lap, here we go, with the 82 of Scott Sundin. The 101 tangled up with the 26. Whew. Things got a little crowded across the finish.
They are not going to have any pit stops during the features. Streets.
Not gonna have any pit stops.
Right, on a caution.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, ready to go on that one. Scott Sundin. From East Douglas, car number 82. Sundin Furniture, Standard Auto Wrecking, Here Deposit, Alex Auto Electric, and Phoenix Distributors all sponsor the 82 automobile. Another little change is, you know, if they cut a tire down or whatever in a feature under the yellow, they're not going to be able to go in the pits and come back out again in the street division, because it has been rather wild out there, and they have a long ways to go, so they're just not going to, once you leave the track during the feature event in the street division, that's it, good night. Freetown is in car number 30, Freetown Auto, that's Lenny Bowler's boy. Car number 15 is Tim Panara from Riverside in Rumford Discount Oil A&R Racing Engines. Car number 60 is Tim Acosis from Plymouth. Chris Broderick in the 89, Louis Rotunda from West Warwick in the number 1 car. As the 4th of the street division heats gets underway, well, the 102 has got a little bit of a directional problem and a little bit of a shock problem, and not at all. The 5 is wiped out. And the 15 around backwards, and somebody lost a catch can on the racetrack. We got yellow flag. Ooh, the 89. As we've had 3 heats already of this group. Different cars in each group, of course. And it's with so many cars, you've got to have 2 features ready to come down as the line goes. Dean Petty has the lead in the 119. Now, look out, the guy working in the 80, trying to hold on, trying to keep that Ronnie Reed. Ron Reed and the 78 of Gene Carter. Trying to get up through there as the 89 continues to smoke heavy. Chris Broderick is smoking really heavy at the back of the pack. Let's hope he's not losing the motor. 119 gets black flag. He's losing some kind of fluid. 69 gets into it. Black flag for the 119 for Dean Petty as he was having a problem. It's the halfway mark. Ron Reed in the 89 gets black flagged as well. Ron Reed has taken over the lead. It's the 03 of Paul Melberg running in second spot, being challenged by the 40 of Hamasi Hammond and the 30 of Mikey Bowler. Mike Bowler's got his foot in that 30 as he gets around the outside of Tomasi Harmon and gets around the outside of the 03 Paul Melberg. Here's Bowler in that 30 car, and he's motivating it. 59 in the infield, comes back out again. Dave Haywood having problems. It's white flag time. White flag time for Ron Reed. As Mike Bowler looking to close down the second place position as we can get that down in there and tight ahead of Paul Melberg. Here comes your finish. It's the number 9 of Ron Reed. Mike Bowler in the 30, finishing in second spot. The 03 of Paul Melberg was third later on this evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to present the Sportsman division. These cars can match most of the top division automobiles at most every other racetrack, but at Seekonk Speedway, it is a junior division. The cars are expensive automobiles. On the pole is that 32, that orange number 32 of Billy Goodrow from Pembroke. Billy sponsored by J&B Equipment and Jameson's Auto Repair and Service. From Bridgewater. That's pretty good reading from here, I tell you. Herb Wright from Broad is Corey Boudreau, the car number 5, Dickinson's Auto, with Elmer Wing, 98, 43 of Ken Kohler. As we get a read. Tim Andres in that 22 grabs it and jumps in the front. Is blocked in the 70. With the 32 of Billy Goodrow trying to hang into that third spot. The 24 car Mike Blackmar is putting the pressure on Lawton right now as Tim Andres with a little bit of tire smoke as the body is rubbing a tire on the 22. Let's hope it makes it through this heat before it takes that tire out. As the 22 continuing to lead the way around. As Lawton in the 70, the 32 of Billy Goodrow. The 08 is Murray. He has to hog the Tim Andres still smoking his way around. As Lawton in the 70, Lenny Lawton tries to get around. At the halfway mark, it's still Tim Andres, Glenn Lawton, the 32 of Billy Goodrow. 08, Murray. The 11 of Mike Hassel, the 24 from the outside of Mike Blackmar. As the 11 of Hassel trying to get under Murray. No, look out, Corey Boudreau on the 5. They all have to look for a place to go. There's a quick brake job in that turn. A quick brake job in that turn and a little bit of sheet metal damage. Tim Andres still has the lead. The back runners cannot get by. The back runners cannot get by to get up into competition. The 08 of Murray is under the 70 of... Here comes the 5. Here comes the 5 of Corey Boudreau as Corey moving to the outside. Corey moves to the outside of Murray. Rob Murray in the 08. Now Lawton Corey gets under Lawton again. It's 2 laps to go and it's still all tightened up in the front. Nobody can get through. As Lawton and Goodrow manage to keep the backpack in check. Tim Andres running a nice, clean, straight out in the front, the 22 automobile. Corey Boudreau wants to get around Lawton. Murray wants to get around Goodrow. Castle wants to get anywhere he can go. The 42 also wants to get in there. Bobby Leclerc. Here's the finish. It's Tim Andres, Billy Goodrow, Lawton, Corey Boudreau, and the 08 of Murray, all in that, not necessarily in that order, but they did not get broken out to be able to get out and do anything against Tim Andres. Tim Andres, who was smoking a tire all the way around.
How come his car looks so much different than everybody else's?
Who's?
Tim Andrews.
I don't know.
It's shorter. There's no trunk.
I ain't getting into that.
Yeah.
Dana Willis from Hanson in car number 77, York Landscaping, Allied Auto Parts, Greg York, and Tay-Dog Racing, all sponsor. That's 77. Paul Vaness from Warwick, Rhode Island, the Shanana Lounge, the black automobile. Family Transport, Pawtucket Mill Supply, Kuhn Race Cars, and Subway. All sponsor the number 9 of Paul Vaness from Warwick, Rhode Island. Todd Henshaw from Raynham in car number 28, Eurotech Auto Body, Belvin Service Station. John's Online Speed, Page Hauling, Michael's Towing, Metals Recycling, Riviera Pub, Baskets by Diane, Shooters Waterfront Cafe, and J&R Auto Body. Jimmy Whitehead from Harrisville, Rhode Island in car number 92. With the 88 of Dewhurst Lumber's Scott Anderson from East Bridgewater, bringing up the rear. Sorry, no, Kevin Nabb from TJ Home Builders from Foster brings up the rear. Look out for the green and the middle. Where's Pete tonight?
Should be here.
With Dana Willis bringing him around as the new lighter, Todd Henshaw. Todd last week managed to carve almost 300 pounds out of that car number 28 automobile. He and Paul Vanessa tangling.
I think he had to go somewhere tonight. He's gonna be here. I just thought of it. He's gonna be here.
Dana Willis and Paul Vanessa, the 28 of Todd Henshaw and Linwood Cowan. 17 of Andy Johnson holding down that 5th spot. As Dana Willis and Paul Vaness side by side coming through. Todd Henshaw in the 28 has got that 3rd spot all by himself. Linwood Cowan would like to get around him. The Eurotech number 28 handling very, very well tonight. The number 7, different whichever side you look at it, Tom Scully. Now Vaness trying to, oh, look out. He and the 77 come together, and Vaness into the infield as the 8 automobile of Chad Chase hits that 2nd turn hard. Chad Chase hitting that wall very, very hard in that number 8 automobile. Red flag is out as Chad hit that wall very hard. Red flag is out.
Something went on that car.
I don't know how he ended up there. Never mind this stuff in the middle. Just number 9 to be Manny Dias from Riverside, Rhode Island, sponsored by Dias Auto Glass, you know. And then you repeat number 9, Manny Dias. Tex-Berry Jr., Berkeley, number 18, you know. Looking for the green, and the green is out. We're racing. As the 28 automobile of Todd Henshaw bringing him around. Linwood Cowan and the 30 of Pete Bernier get together and swap a little paint. So does the 88 of Scott Anderson. As Scott Anderson comes through, down the inside goes Pete Bernier as Bernier takes over the lead. The 12 automobile of Bobby Pellin Jr. moves in a 4th spot. Pete Bernier. Whoa, the 92, totally out of it as he gets through that turn. Breaking loose, can't get that car to go. As the 98 of Scott Anderson is coming in on Bernier. 2 laps remain, 2 laps. Bobby Pellin gets underneath the Todd Henshaw automobile and takes over 3rd spot. Tom Scully comes in. White flag coming out for the 30 of Pete Bernier. Looking for the victory in this qualifying heat, 2nd of the Sportsman division. And coming across the line is the 30, Pete Bernier, 88, Scott Anderson, and the 12 is going to make certain that he qualified that automobile in the feature event, and because he knows he can, the Pro Stock division. I won't even introduce you, go ahead. On the phone.
And on the pole in the first pro stock heat tonight, we have Manny Dias from Riverside, Rhode Island. Sponsors of the number 9 is Dias Auto Glass, Hollister Auto, and Valley Auto Parts. Outside row in the front is Tex Barry Jr., owner Tex Barry Sr. His sponsors are Big Bore Harley Davidson, American Paving, and Stop Pickle Jr. from Riverside, Rhode Island. His father, number 22. His father, financial help. And Slaughter-on Manfredo brings him down through turn number 3.
And Ron Cornell made his debut and been giving us a scared to death. He was shaking. Green, no green.
No green as the 9 didn't. All right, let's see if we get a good. No, the 22 got off to a very bad start, but everybody got going again. I don't know what's happened out there, but the 9 went in for a long ride that time. He gets back out there, the 46 and the 64 come together. They get squared away. Very strange things are happening tonight. The 88 of Murray gets under Barry. The 88 of Rob Murray and Tex Barry Jr. Boston Chicken. Tony Dias with Manny Dias, no relation. As the first 4 cars are now moving along quite by their own. As Bobby Tripp has the lead down the inside of the 22. The 22 is under Barry. 22 going after that second spot. The yellow is out. The yellow is out as we have. Looks like the 44. It's a head on here, but I think it's the 44 automobile. An awful lot of money to go down the tubes looking for the green as they come by. We're ready to go. And they are at the point. There's the line. There's the pitch. There's the green. Boom, 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 all the way down the line as the 22 suddenly found there was no more room in the corner. 88, Bob Murray has that lead. Tex Barry Jr. is second. Manny Dias in the 9 is third. Tony Dias is fourth. Channing is fifth, and then it's Vinny Anarumo as Channing and Anarumo very, very close into that turn. 8 to qualify. Barry right close to Murray. Now the 22 looks like he's trying to take over third spot. The 22 of Tony Dias wants third and wants to hold on. Channing and Manny Dias, the 9 and the 23 go at it. As Vinny Anarumo. Up around the outside is the 0. Joey Cirillo in the 0 and Houlihan in the 1. They battle it out for that last qualifying position. Cirillo doing a lot of driving. Watch how much he turns that steering wheel as he's fighting that 0 through the turns. That 0 is really not handling right. Joey Cirillo must feel like he's being tossed about pretty badly. There goes the 44 into the pits. And the battle goes on. 2, 4, 6, 8. As Dick Houlihan and Jeff Zeidem are fighting for that last qualifying position. Houlihan in that number 1 car, the 46 of Thompson, and the 14 of Rick Martin. With 1 lap to go, and it's still anybody for that qualifying spot. As Zeideman wants to get in. Here comes your finish. And it's across the line for Bobby Tripp. Rick Martin and Jeff Zeidema and Joey Cirillo and Joe Grigo and Richie Capaco.
Okay.
And Ron Cannell is going to run away. He says he's afraid I'm going to ask him to do it again. Thanks, Rob.
I'll try next week.
We'll give you another try next week.
Thank you.
Okay? We'll build them up. Well, that one had a lot going for it. You could easily see the trouble
like to try it
that the
sometime.
zero, Joey Cirillo. Joey was in a lot of trouble. He managed to get that thing around, but boy, it just didn't want to handle it. And now they'll be working on that to get it ready for the consolation event. That was a big moment for him. Yeah, that's the Warwick, Rhode Island, number 99 automobile. Fred Estelle with the Seekonk Lobster Company as their brand new sponsor tonight on that 48 automobile. Ron Narbeck from South Attleboro, the 47. The 7 is Peter Schwartz. And Steve Gustafson's number 17. As the 6 automobile with a flat tire, Stormin Norman Holden getting a flat tire and having problems right away. It's the 74 of Dave Blackburn, and the yellow is out. The yellow is out. Something's wrong. His house, hubcaps. Most of the hubcaps were ones that he come bouncing into his front yard of a 44, and that's what got him started. Gentleman Jim Wilkins in that number 5 automobile. It looks like he's got the 5 pretty even tonight. Jimmy's had some tough going the past couple, 3 weeks. That's the 48, the Ford Part 48, bombing on through. Buying Fred Estelle, Seekonk Lobster Company. Johnny Tripp in the 40 car. Johnny Tripp in the 40 car not getting through the turns well at all tonight. Peter Schwartz in the 7. There's Lenny Ellis in the 41 as a little bit squirrely number 10 has to get out of it. The 91 of Charlie Rose. Charlie has the lead at the halfway mark. Steve Gustafson starts to lose a motor. And the motor goes on Steve Gustafson's car. Here's your leader, the 91 Sports Bar, Charlie Rose. It's Charlie Rose, the 74 of Dave Blanchard. The 48, Lion Fred. Fred Estelle gets underneath the 5 car of Jimmy Wilkins. As they really round out the racetrack. Jimmy Wilkins and Fred Estelle. Now Jimmy's down the inside. It's still Charlie Rose. Dave Blanchard. The 48 of Fred Estelle. With 2 more to go, 2 more to go. Charlie Rose, an excellent ride. Charlie Rose having an excellent ride. Jimmy Wilkins not giving up on Fred Estelle as he knows he can get down the inside of him. As Freddie's having trouble keeping the 48 down on the groove. He's taking the long way around with the 48. It's kicking out every turn. Watch it come out of the turn, the back end breaks loose. Here's your finish. Ooh, I'm not going to tell you. I know it was the 91 and the 74 that the 3rd place finisher. You have to go through it. I love that. I will sit there all night long and
Yeah, when after and leave us alone. Wait here, let's see, what do we got? Wait a minute, let me look it up here. This is the Sportsman consolation event. Last chance for these cars to qualify. Mike Cavanaugh from Coventry, Rhode Island, car number 86 will be on the pole. That's the Mack Enterprises sponsored car number 86. Pretty paint job, light auto parts automobile. But then, of course, he had his bumper get torn off, so he had to go out. Jim Whitehead from Harrisville, Rhode Island, the Smithfield Kennels number 92, and Elmer Wing from Lakeville. Jimmy Norwood, the well contractor, as well as East Wing Builders and East Freetown Auto Salvage sponsors the 98. And Chad Chase, if he can get out there, which of course he did. This is the consolation event for the Sportsman automobiles. Bringing them around, it's Mike Cavanaugh, the 24 of Mike Blackmar. Mike Blackmar, Paul Vanessa in the 9, and Nascimento in the 59. The 16 of Phil Boyer is trying to hang up in there. Dana Willis, who was driving very, very fast in the heat, is well in the back. He just wants to qualify the automobile, perhaps. Or maybe he's got problems that we don't know about. As the Cavanaugh automobile. Whoa, the 24 of Mike Blackmar tried to get onto Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh shut the door with a bang on him. Consolation event for the Sportsman cars. As they try to qualify, these are the ones that did not qualify by way of the heat. Looking for starting positions at the rear of the field. Nascimento gets a little bit squirrely as he and the 9. There goes the 24 under him. The 24 of Blackmar and the 86 get tangled. And Blackmar does a fantastic job of keeping the car under control and still is in a qualified position. And 86 really came down, didn't he?
He's featured tonight, Blackmar.
Mike Blackmar did a great job of holding on as Mike Cavanaugh closed the door a little bit hard. The number 9, Paul Vanessa, now in second spot. Dave Nascimento is third. Here's your leader. The 92 having real handling problems, pouring smoke off of that offside front wheel. You can tell just how bad that car is handling when it starts to push with that much more smoke over it. He has to go sideways to get around the corner. Here goes Nascimento as he tires of waiting. Dave Nascimento gets tired of waiting. He does not like to be second anywhere. He's going to take off, and he's trying to take over the lead away from Mike Cavanaugh. With a half a lap to go, Nascimento pouring the coal to the outside. Nascimento out of the turret. Hang on, it's going to be close. Over the line, it's the 86 of Mike Cavanaugh. Dave Nascimento was second. And Paul Vanessa in the 9 car. Finishing in competition as he went off the racetrack and back on again and only lost a couple of spots. And I promise that I will not say that sound again. I'm not allowed to say that sound, but if you hear that sound being said tonight, it's John Hall saying it.
So that's a big blow to Chad Chase because he's the points leader.
Yeah, so the 12 is already making sure that he'll make big... Yeah, yes, it's the Formula 4 division, folks. And Chris Marquardt in the 66 automobile, the Haddam Electronics Peckham Autobody Brake Shell, will be in the main ring alongside his car number 39, Andrew Zaharias from Attleboro, Unique Styles, and the Threats. Outside, you look at me funny. Larry Linfield from Mansfield, the Don and Wally's Ryder Truck Rental car number 61 will be starting in third with Allen in the number 10 car Assurance Auto Sales. Kevin Casper from Swansea in the 88, Gil Bechtel from Mansfield in the 47, Sparky Arsenault in the 0, Bill Scholler from Warwick in the 84, Howard Bishop in the 08, Stanley Stacey Holoback in the 42, and John, I'll give you back that mic. All right.
Now the 66 is Chris Marquardt in the lead in the ring division. This is it, 4 cylinders, and lift up that back wheel and go for it. You want to get into racing? This is the one to be in, folks. This is the one where you learn more about racing than any other division right now. Under $1,000, look out the 65, just tailgated the 36, around and around we go. It looks like 95 of Bishop. The 66 of Chris Marquardt has the lead. Here comes Larry Linfield. Larry Linfield on the Don and Wallis Rider Transportation number 61. And he's lifting that. The 65 is black flag for rough riding. Oh, we got a Nantucket Gold and the 03 are all wiped out. A lot of damage on that 07 automobile. A lot of damage on the 07. This Ryan Magoni really gets a lot of damage. He's okay. He's okay. Red light is on. Red light is on. He's moving around. He done did his own screen, but we did call the crew around because he hit that pretty good shape, the 07. That's Ryan Magoni, the Nantucket Gold Sun Care Products, Wendy's of Seekonk, No Fear Racing, California, the Press Club from Somerset, Elmwood Dodge, Amon Spaghetti from Somerset, and McDonald's of Lincoln, New Hampshire. As Ryan Magoni, the 07. They're checking to make sure Ryan's okay. They just don't want him to jump right out. When you get hit that hard, they want to make sure he's okay. Which they stand on it, pedal to the metal, turbochargers, and the 66 once again has the lead as the 15. The 15 of Mike Ribello, that burnt auto body, trying to get ahead of Larry Linfield. Larry Linfield trying to keep him in check in that 61 car. Here's the 4 of Jerry Berthollet. Jerry Berthollet is right behind the 15 of Mike Ribello. It's the halfway mark. As the 66 holding down that lead. Larry Linfield a little bit squirrely. That's the 4 up underneath him and through. Jerry Berthollet. He's going after Ribello in the 15. Jerry Berthollet going after the 15. Now here comes Anderson through. It's the 0 of Sparky Anderson. Arsenal. Let me Anderson. Arsenal.
There he goes. He's going.
Sparky Arsenal tries to get under Jerry Berthollet. Jerry says, no way. Then he has to go around the outside. As Arsenal has got that 0. Really motivating tonight. The 15 of Mike Ribello. Here comes a 2 laps to go as the 0 has to catch the 66 now. The 0 has to catch the 66 as Chris Marquardt. The 0 underneath the 66, the 0 and the 66 side by each. White flag coming out. The 0 and the 66 side now. The 0 takes over the lead and Motors on by. There's a lot of racing going on behind them as the 66 Chris Marquardt settles for second right now. As the winner is the 0, Sparky Arsenal. The 66 finishing in second spot, Chris Marquardt. And I'll have to give you the rest of the effect at the end of this one. Number 0, Sparky Arsenal from Attleboro. Volkswagen of North Attleboro, Able Concrete Forms, Marks, VW Works, BNC RPM Performance. All sponsor that automobile. The second of the Formula 4 division coming out on the racetrack in just a minute. Tom Kiefer from Warwick will be in the number 26 owned by Harrison Morales. That's the J&D Auto Salvage, Johnson Collision Center, Dave's Auto Service, and Rick's Rocks Liquors sponsored automobile. That'll be the number 26. Scott Banfield Scott Banfield from Tiverton, Rhode Island in car number 9, J&S Auto Repair and Sales, Dave's Tire. And out of the pass comes 16, Casey Hiley with Turcotte's Auto Repair and Welding, car number 16 from Tiverton. Kevin Casper, the other Casper is in this one, car number 89 from Swansea, the Shady Tree Auto Sales, Illinois parts. And the Mike Kolovac in car number 72, Rick LaPre owns the automobile. Shane Gamboa in the 44 from Seekonk. Gamboa Construction, RAB Chassis Fabrication, Burke O'Connor Construction. Car number 44 will be starting 7th. Paul Guimont from Cumberland, Rhode Island in car number 24. Adams Auto Parts, Sunoco Super Service in East Providence, Pierce Brothers Construction, Vinny's Auto Body, all sponsors of the 24, Paul Guimont. Jeff Costa from Somerset is Joe Pimatel in the Mancini Hardware car number 86 with Vincent D'Alessio in car number 28, bringing up El Riro. And look out, because we're ready to go again. Here we go. From out of the past comes the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. And who we got in the lead? Car number 53 of Mike Taylor is in the lead. And a lot of pushing and shoving going on. Uh-oh, the 9 backwards ahead on with the 06. Look out, look out, look out. Look out, because everybody get through. It looks like the 51 maybe out of service. Looks like Tom Duffy. Tom Duffy's got no place to go, and he may have touched the wall over there. He may, I don't know if he can keep going or not. The 9 going into the pits. Here's your leader, the 53 of Mike Taylor. Happy birthday, Nikki. Happy birthday, Nicole Kingma. Formula 4, car number 53. Tom Duffy gets the 51 going. 90. The 06 getting ready for a black flag. We got something wrong with, yeah, the hood's coming up in the 06 and it's leaking out the back. That's what's wrong. It's leaking out the back. Halfway mark. There's a little chain reaction there. Look at this, the 89 of Casper. Trying to take over the lead, the 89, the black, white, and red 89 takes over the lead as your second place point. Harrison goes after the lead with his Ford-powered number 89. Shane Gamboa in the 44 gets a little bit crossed up behind the 53 as he and Robbie Rose are tangling to get around for third spot. There goes Robbie Rose around. Robbie Rose in the 3 gets around, or not quite yet, as he pours it on. He's still got 2 or 3 more gears to go here. With 2 laps remaining, 2 laps remaining. Here's your leader, the 89 of Ken Casper. Robbie Rose is second. The 53 of Mike Taylor. And Shane Gamboa in the 44. Shane Gamboa in the 44 comes underneath, trying to take that third spot. There's your leader, the 89 of Casper. Ooh, the 46 way out wide with a flat front tire. Coming around for the finish. Here's your finish. Car number 89, Kenny Casper, with the 3 of Robbie Rose second. Gamboa in the 44 third. Then I think it was the 53 of Mike Taylor finishing. Are these pictures?
Is he going to go out there with you at all? Ask him to when you
Ask him to grab him, to go down with you. Right now, there's Sparky Adams.
One more person.
Gotta be in the middle.
That's it.
Al, gotta be in the middle more.
Please, come to your down.
I'm in a hole.
One alone? Yeah.
Yep.
Don't block the number. Hey,
Harry, you better come to the races more often, buddy. Good luck for what?
Okay, Al. Okay.
All right, let's go, please. Let's go. Let's get some on this side, huh? Some on this side. Okay.
Okay, Al.
What do you think out of race
Okay,
track?
Al.
One by himself from Seekonk.
Okay.
Okay.
I want him alone. Hold it. I want him alone.
One alone.
Right, how many? Okay. There you go.
Holden. And finally, from Woonsocket, Rhode Island, the number 57 of Wayne Newman.
Well, we don't see Norm Holden out there, who was unable to make this consolation event. That solves our problem of what to do with Norm Holden. He won't be in the feature.
How'd they do, all right?
Green flag and going. As Zeidemeyer and Rick Martin. Gonna give you any praise. Let's see if Joey Cirillo's got that handling problem straightened out now. He was doing a lot of driving before. As that Zero was unquestionably a difficult vehicle for that car man to handle. Let's see what happens now with the Zero. Much less movement of the steering wheel as Rick Martin and Zeidemeyer and Cirillo vying for the lead in this consolation event. Huh? 8 to qualify. Black flag for somebody out there. The 57 automobile still having problems. Right now, Rick Martin has the lead. Joey Cirillo and Jeff Zeidemeyer going at it as this is a test. As Cirillo and Zeidemeyer very close to each other in that turn. Cirillo looks like he's settled down a lot of the problems with the Zero. They're getting a chance to really run it out hard. It's Rick Martin having an easy run out in front. And that Zero, Joey Cirillo and Jeff Zeidemeyer in the 19. Still battling it out, trying to figure out whether they are competitive for the feature event coming up. Zeidemeyer using a lot of the front end of that automobile every turn. Trying to figure which way to go. Watch him now as he comes out of the turn. White flag coming out. Zeidemeyer obviously with a push in the rear. Here's your finish with the 14 of Rick Martin winning the consi. Joey Cirillo second, Jeff Zeidemeyer third. George Rigo, Tobacco and the 10 with the 42 automobile. As the Sportsman feature event. This is what the Sportsman division has worked for all week long. Billy Goodrow, Pembroke, beyond the pole in the 32 automobile will be outside. Glenn Lawton from Westport, the Motor Tech number 70, Lawton Garage. In the 5th starting position, it's going to be Dayton's Andy Johnson in the Propane Plus car number 17, sponsored by Tom Scully from Warwick in the 7 automobile. Will be starting in 6th spot in this feature event. D&D Enterprises, Kuhn Race Cars, Moore Racing Engines, Delta Clutch, and Dunright Roofing all sponsor the double-colored number 7. Depends upon which corner of the body being up against it. Automobile. Albanese from Warwick, Rhode Island, the number 9, Shannon Lounge Family Transport, Pawtucket Mill Supplies. Starting 20th is Mike Blackbar from Warwick and the Joe's Towing, Shannon number 24. Phil Boyer in the 16, Herb Wright in the 48, Dana Willis in the 77, and the 92 of Jim Whitehead. With the green and the 32 in the lead. And we got a car crossways on the racetrack as he gets hit again. The seat to the line. Bring him around. Bring him around. As Billy Goodrow brings him down, gets to the line, gets the green, and we're racing. Nothing I can do about it until that. You got the people in the pace car in the convertible at the end of this? Yeah. Okay, dear, I'll take care of this. Car number 32, Billy Goodrow, with the 70 automobile of Glenn Lawton. The 7 car of Tom Scully. 56, Linwood Cowan. Sometimes you can take him out there and hold him so you can see his people. Well, the 92 is in trouble and he gets that tire burning again. And your leader is the 32 of Bill Goodrow. Glenn Lawton running in 2nd spot. The 7 car of Tom Scully. And we got a jam up, and the 12 is involved. The 12 is involved in the jam up. Bobby Pellin, who had hopes of taking over the leadership tonight. I don't see it here. Who she's going to bring out in the car? You got it over there?
Yeah, you got it over here.
All right. And it's one more time around. We still have a problem. Getting everybody in line properly. He's also your Pepsi man in the Rhode Island area. And okay, now he winds. And the green. With the 32 of Bill Goodrow and the 7 of Tom Scully. Hassel has moved right in very quickly behind him in the number 11. Tom Scully trying to get under Goodrow. Woo! Linwood Cowan and Lawton get together. Look at this, 3 and 4. Gee, going into the turn. Everybody wants to get to the front, the 48 around backwards. The 86 is backwards. Boom, and the 12 can buy him, but the caution comes out. As the over $20,000 to be divided out in that purse. There's the green, and we're racing with Tom Scully grabbing a big portion of the lead. Scully, a little close in the turn and dropped off that one wheel again, as he is wont to do several times tonight. It's Scully and Billy Goodrow right behind him. Hassel in the 11. As that 12 way back at the end of the pack. Hassel and Goodrow. the 23 got pushed out in that double shovel, and so did the 70. And it would just went askew. Corey Boudreau in the 5. As Paul Vanessa's got troubles with the 9, and this may bring out a caution if he can't get back. If Vanessa cannot get around, this may bring out a caution. Let's see what happens. Vanessa's got problems with the 9. Hassel's around the outside with 10 to go. 10 to go. There goes Hassel around the outside. Mike Hassel trying for the lead. Corey Boudreau in that 5 car. Stays on the outside of Linwood Cowan, the 42 of Bobby LeClaire. Right behind Billy Goodrow. Here goes Hassel to the outside. Hassel's trying to get by Scully. It's Hassel and Scully side by side. Look at Cowan, Boudreau. Cowan goes in too deep and has to get out of it. Cowan in the 56 went in too deep and had to back out. It's Scully and Hassel. Boudreau now to the outside. As Hassel right behind with 5 to go. 5 laps to go in this feature event. Boudreau got the 5 flying on the outside the long way around. He comes out behind. Here comes Nascimento up behind him as they're going after Scully. Going down, John. Somebody has to go down. And it's Scully, Hassel, Boudreau. Boudreau makes it for the race for the lead with 2 to go. 2 to go. Scully still has the lead. Boudreau trying the outside. Hassel tries the inside. Nascimento right behind him. White flag coming out as Scully hanging on. Scully is hanging on. Hassel continues to carry him. Got a jam up going down the main straightaway. As the 23 and the 77 get crossed, here comes your finish. It's tire number 7, Tom Scully. Hassel is 2nd and Corey Boudreau is 3rd. So Mike Thibodeau will be going down to D&D Enterprises, Kuhn Race Cars, Moore's Racing Engines, Delta Clutch, and Dunright Roof.
Scully, bring the flag across in the middle. There you go.
For $50.
Got it? Hey, Scully. Hey, Scully, tell the video. Number one.
We got 50% off? He's gonna sponsor next year. What's 50% off? How about 75? 75. We got 80. That's 2. That's 3.
What does that mean?
That's 5. 2. That's 2.
Thank you.
First race you won with that automobile? No, it isn't. It's the 8th win.
The 8th win. I noticed the other side has some new bodywork on it.
Yeah, a lot of people crew deserves this win.
Hey guys,
Did a lot of work
Terry,
now already.
I noticed Ronnie waved the flag at you a couple times and you know, so quick play over tag, and you paid attention and it paid off. You get carried away out there sometimes, everybody goes, well, you did one great job, to be honest with you. And well, you have a tremendous amount of children following you around here tonight. Is there anything you'd like to say about the street division, the pro floors, the up and coming drivers, or these young children? Do you have any advice for them, other than I hope they shave closer than you?
He's got a big yapper when he's in the pits. He don't say nothing out there.
I guess when I was little, I come to the track and I wanted to be a race car driver and I fulfilled my dream. So, just come and listen to people and try to learn and, have a lot of fun. And, go for it.
All right. Thanks very much. A little higher so the fans can see them. How about that? Okay.
But the truck spoiled over on the way home too, I think. So if this luck is bad, it's going to be all bad. Back to you, Wally. Okay, L&L Used Auto, Long and Parent Insurance, Exxon, Shady Tree Auto, Skoll Stained Glass, J&R Precast, Accurate and Air Cooled New England, and Somerset Mobile. Billy Manchester, Wally from Woonsocket. Woonsocket has got its own share of race
All right. Now, you're welcome very much for doing your job. Fundraising.
One head, I'll get out of here. Leave one in the camera.
So we're trying to situation where you have to get there early to get a seat. We'll be there all day.
I think he went to sleep, John. I think he went to sleep.
Nice time to tell us.
Yeah, it's too late then. Who's the around?
He just popped up. I'm like, who it is? Didn't even know I had the right name.
We don't even know if it's somebody that has been announced as being good yet. These things are all carefully orchestrated. You can't just throw these things in. Who laughed? It's supposed to be somebody. It's a perfect national anthem for this. A little sad. Ladies and gentlemen, King's Night. He's standing way in the rear. Let's see what happens. We're green. Consolation. And we got a jam up as we got a wheel off the 22 and the 0 is hung up. Fine. There it is. He winds. He greens! As the 74 attempts to put himself ahead, brings it around. Dave Blanchard bringing him around as the 9 car of Manny Dias up around the outside. 48 gets off the track, back on again. Buddy Ellis and Tex Barry side by side. The 88 of Bobby Tripp is up in there. A lot of hot automobiles starting well up in the front on this restart. 40 car as the 40 has made contact earlier. Got that hood all buckled up. Splitting the two cars goes the 88. Splitting them and takes it, the 18, and takes it through the turn. The 18 splitting Johnny Tripp and the 9 of Manny Dias and picks up a couple of spots. That was a nice piece of driving, huh? Tex Barry comes up along the outside of Lenny Ellis. Rick Martin almost gets under the 46, but couldn't quite do it. As Wayne Dion going through the main straightaway around and around and around.
9 laps.
9 laps. Keep right up in there. He's got Jimmy Wilkins behind him. Charlie Rose has got Tex Barry behind him, and the 9 of Manny Dias. And they want to keep the Roses constant.
The 19 will not be returning.
Okay, the 19 is out. As the green is out, Blanchard gets a bit of a jump. As Lenny Ellis trying to get under Charlie Rose, and Lenny Ellis keeps it under. As Joey Cirillo and Peter Schwartz split the 46, now the 46 goes around backwards, and we got a bad jam up on the first turn. Looks like the 10 car ended up with something dragging on the inside underneath the left front wheel. So it's a tough break for the Zeeks automobile. There's something throwing an awful lot of sparks underneath the front. And yes, we're going. With 10 down. And this warm-up for Wednesday night gets underway again. As that blue number 74 takes the bit and runs with it. Charlie Rose to the outside. Tex Barry right behind Charlie Rose. Lenny Ellis gets underneath that 91 of Charlie Rose. Lenny Ellis keeping Charlie Rose out there, being followed through by Jimmy Wilkins. As Blanchard, being a hard man to catch right now. Whoa, Charlie got a little squirrely. Gathers it back up and lost a lot of ground. Jimmy Wilkins gets up in front of Charlie Rose now as Lenny Ellis sitting in second spot. Tex Barry, woo, we got something happening at the Capaco's 00, dragging a piece of something. As Capaco is dragging a piece of exhaust system out underneath the back end of that car and gets a black flag. And it ends up over on the first turn at the halfway mark. Your leader is Blanchard in the 74, Lenny Ellis second. The 5 of Jimmy Wilkins. Johnny Tripp and Tex Barry Jr. side by side. I don't know what's got into Blanchard. Ellis and the 5 of Jimmy Wilkins as they start to stretch it out. Johnny Tripp and Tex Barry still battling for that 4th spot. George Rigo goes in the pits. as the 9 touches the wall, comes back out. As Dias has got problems with the 9. Now Wilkins has moved up alongside of Ellis. Jimmy Wilkins moves up alongside of Ellis. As Dias continuing to try to make it to the pits in the 9. Jimmy Wilkins takes over second spot and is going after Blanchard. Dave Blanchard being challenged right now by Jimmy Wilkins. Wilkins right on Blanchard's back bumper as Wilkins coming out of the turns a little stronger. With 5 to go, 5 laps to go. Wilkins to the outside. Wilkins making his move. Lenny Ellis stays right behind him. As the 48 makes a move on Houlihan. The 48 making a move on Houlihan. They're coming around as 2 cars hit the wall. Tex Berry Jr. in the 44, and we got debris on the racetrack. Tex Berry Jr.
32.
With only a couple, 3 laps to go. How do you keep concentration when you're sitting in the best spot you've been in so far in your racing career? Coming down. There's the green. Blanchard took them high coming out of the turn. He took that row high, but he didn't let off on the fuel. 2 laps remain with Jimmy Wilkins and Dave Blanchard. 2 laps remain. Jimmy Wilkins and Dave Blanchard right side by side, tied together. White flag coming out. Jimmy Wilkins trying to get around Blanchard. White flag, half a lap. Wilkins down the backstretch. Wilkins takes over the lead. Wilkins, can he close the door out of the turn? And it's Jimmy Wilkins. And the 48 and Lenny Ellis. Oh, wow. Dave Blanchard as Jimmy Wilkins waited.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's this?
It's gonna get signed.
Good, good. Cranked up, ready to go now.
Uncle Jimmy.
I'm not on?
Sounds like you're on to me.
All I said was, Jim, it's a pleasure being here tonight to interview you because I remember the 107 years you've been competing here. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, about one day we were all experimenting with auto racing. That way. And we were experimenting, and somebody called me. I was the starter at the time. He said, "Hey, Wall, take a look at what's going on out there on the track." So I looked out, and here's Jimmy Wilkins steaming around there. He had a dual wheel on the rear right side of his car. He said, "I can get twice as much traction that way." Jim, how many wins is this for you this year?
This is the first one this year. It's a career. We have quite a few, but it's been real slack this year. We really kind of missed the ballpark, and it's a shame because probably me more so than anyone, I have to have a lot of cooperation from a lot of people because I leave this place. When I come back, there's a ride there, a job there, people that are ready, willing to help, and it really, like I say, I get to drive the car, which a lot of people win, you know, and I know they all enjoy it too.
Well, it certainly is a pleasure. We congratulate you. You are one of the greatest gentlemen in the business. Great guy. I can we were all putting that into the sport. He was right out there. First one this year. Every year
we always won quite a few runs. Now, we got all the stupid things straightened out, and now hopefully we got a real racing. And glad that all the rest of the guys have a good one.
Like what kind of stupid things?
A part that's called bump steer, that as you go into a corner, the tires have to go in a certain direction. Well, just the fact that you're steering them doesn't make them go that way. As the car leans over in a corner, it actually was towing the tires out, acting like I was snow plowing as you were skiing.
It's not good?
Not good at all. It stopped us all this year until we finally caught it.
How does it feel to win the first one?
Good. Everyone is always good. There's no such thing as a better one than the other. Each one, when you have to work for them, they all feel good.
Tell me about that final exciting lap tonight.
I hated the takeaway from Dave Blanchard. I really did. He just stayed out there the whole time, put on such a good race. He was a clean driver, and I hated it. I hated it, but he did. He drove me clean. There was no problem. He never rubbed me. He gave me enough room. I would like to see him win.
What were you thinking of going into those final laps as you were behind and chasing him?
Just had to stay out there. I was going to do it anyhow, but I knew I was going to be in trouble.
As you know, we are doing a piece on Vinny. What can you tell us about him as a driver?
Well, number one, Vinny's my boss.
Oh,
I work for him. He's the one that keeps the job open for me in the summer, so when I come up here, I have a job to work from. And I have a job down in Florida in the wintertime to go to, and Vinny's up here. As a driver, Vinny's an extremely clean driver. He'll run you hard. We're real good friends. When we get to the racetrack, we're going to run real hard against one another. But I never had to worry about him taking me out of a race. He'll bump, he'll push, he'll shove, and we'll have a good time with one another doing that. But he'll never take me out of a race. It's always going to be a straight, clean race.
So you guys work together at his repair shop in Swansea?
Yeah, at his garage, yeah. He's the boss there.
But not out here.
It's welcome to America. Where can you work all day for the boss and then get a chance to go out there and bang him around and beat him up on Saturday? That's great.
That is a good story. So far, I guess he won the points championship last year. He won a few this year, so you're catching up on him. Now, will you rib him this week since you won Saturday night, or does he rib you after Saturday night when he wins?
Oh, we never quit all week long. No matter who does what, there's always something to grind somebody about, and we have a real good time working together. He's a great driver. He's a better boss. He really is. You know, I mean, I respect him. I've raced with him in modifieds and
Hey.
Jimmy, right here.
Oh. Can I have a little? Back up. Back up. Here we go. Everybody back up. Come on now. You guys are all going to get in there. Don't worry about it. Shaky there for a while. John, I want you to get the motor man on this one after. Motor man and his wife. Okay? You all right? All set? And he wants one alone. Yeah, he wants one alone. Johnny, get that Come on, let's go. Get down, guys. Come on, big smile.
Hear everything. I'm listening every moment. Nothing gets by me. What are you saying about me over here?
Is that going to be airco night?
Did your
Airco night.
Did your aunt get tired out there?
I canceled the dwarf card.
I said to Adrian, I said, look at her, she's dying out there doing this other thing. Okay, we have Ed Gannon, the first car. Now we're just waiting for the outside car of 62 Russ Tatro to come into position. And
lost your program, Randy, just so you know who all the
Well, I'm sorry you just lost your program.
see?
Right.
All right, winding them and green flag and going.
Well, we're going to do, we're working on a piece on Vinny.
As the Russ Tatro automobile gets passed by Eddie Gannon, and we got a problem as the it's 57. 57 is on the turn. Everybody can get around him.
Last time I was here, and you had to tell me about this, or somebody was telling me about it.
We'll see if we can get around it, otherwise we'll have to go with the yellow. Now he's going again. He's going, he's got it moving, and But look at over between the third and fourth turns, we got a bunch of automobiles all jammed. One lap complete in this street stock first feature of the evening. There's two of them. We bring Ed Gannon around when he gets to that line and going. Hey, Joe.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Ed Gannon with the 85 of Tom Scholler, the 98 moving in behind Scholler. I'm to be in all interviews from now on. There's Ed Gannon. Showing the way. Tom Scholler trying to catch him, holding on in that 85. Ooh, Estrella's having a little ball. Look at the 21 of Betancourt coming in strong on the outside, making it 3 deep. The 09 of Tim Nesbitt, he gets out there and uses that third group. The 98 is out of control as Wisher gets around him. Wisher gets around the 98. 98 is still Wisher way out wide. And he had to do some fancy driving there. There's the 02 sliding up through. A lot going on. Now the 02 and the 98 get tangled up hard. Matt Dewey and the 98. Whoa, it's not the place to be up in the front right now. As Bill Hendricks says, I'm getting out of here. Scott Fanning being attacked by every single car out there, it seems like, in that 98. As the 8 just keeps on turning. Ed Gannon just keeps that 8 running round and round and round. The 85 Scholler is in second spot. The 41 Bill Hendricks with a long ways to go to catch him. And the 21 now of Bob Betancourt starting to go backwards again as he was running strong earlier. Now he's lost his tires and he's slowing down. The 02 put on a move on the 41 of Hendricks. Get off the track. As the 8 of Ed Gannon, well in the front. Tom Scholler sitting there all by himself in second spot. Look at this race for third between Nesbitt, the 11, and the 6 of Roland Wheeler. Whew. As Roland Wheeler comes through in that 6 automobile. With 2 laps remaining in the 8 of Ed Gannon does not want anything to happen at this point, as he has almost a quarter of a track lead over the 85 of Tom Scholler. The 02 of Matt Dewey. Oh, we got a jam up right in the middle of the 4th turn. The yellow is out. This is definitely not what the 8 of Ed Gannon wanted at them. Edward Green, let's see what Gannon can do with it. Scholler wants that lead. Green, white, and checker. Gannon's holding the zone now, down the backstretch. Down the backstretch, Dewey tries to get under him. Gannon still has the lead. White coming out. The 8 car, Gannon, still trying to hang in there. Scholler trying to pass him as we've got ourselves quite a feature with half a lap to go. Look at Dewey down the inside. Dewey trying to make a go for it. They're squeezing Gannon. Does the 41 around backwards and across the line. Whoa! Matt Dewey with Gannon second. Whacks up the side of the car. As earlier he was completely underneath the 95 car. Next one. After the next one, 21, Gary D. Gaspari from Pawtucket, New England Recycling, Jim's Towing, Precision Harley-Davidson. He'll be next with Mike Bowler in the 30 from East Freetown. Then we have Joe Cordera in car number 43 from Tiverton. He'll be starting in 20th spot. The 99 of Glenn Young from Mansfield, the Juniors Auto Supply, number 99. Glenn Young from Mansfield will be starting in 19th position. 18th is the TaylorMade Steve Taylor from Charleston, Rhode Island, the Wakefield Service Center Coles Auto Salvage, car number 53. Robbie Kohler in car number 4 from North Providence, in the Bowling Green Tavern, LaRocco Engineering A&A Auto Parts, car number 4. The 03 of Paul Melberg from the outside hole is Gary Johnson from East Providence in the 25, and the 80 of Guy Workman. And look out, we're going to have a green flag as the second street feature event gets underway. Green and going. Guy Workman has got that 80 running, the 69, Roger Sisson. Roger Sisson, oh, Sisson and Nancy Sherman, and oh, Nancy takes a hard wallop. There's several cars in there, but Nancy Sherman took an awful belt. They're going to check Nancy Sherman's car right away. She took a good wallop. We're watching now. There's, they call it, the red is out, the red is out. And it's Guy Workman again, Guy Workman. That's that 25 automobile of Gary Johnson. The 95, Billy Manchester, moving up through. Scott Sundin in the 82. The 101 of Steve Gardner is trying to stay up in there with the runners. And hold on to that 65 as Tommy Broderick goes through the infield. Guy Workman has got a good grip on it with that 80 car. He's got a good grip on the lead. Down the inside goes Manchester as he tries to get out of the 25. The 25 shuts the door. Billy Manchester really working over the 25. Hold on, the same spot again, and everybody misses everybody else, but it's crowded over there. Totally blocked. And Billy Manchester ends up in the infield. And it looks like we can go this time. It looks like we can go. As Guy Workman will again bring them around. Coming down, coming down. There's the point. There's the wine. And the green. Time Billy Manchester and Guy Workman come off it together. As Scott Sundin, oh, looking down the inside, splitting the two of them. It's Marcy Harmon as he split those third and fourth place cars right down the middle. More and more of that is happening in this division as these guys are getting better and better. Marcy Harmon down the inside of Scott Sundin as Billy Manchester not letting up on Guy Workman at the halfway mark. Manchester and Workman side by side. Manchester and Workman side by side. Now Workman's got a little bit of an edge, and here comes Marcy Harmon. Look around the outside is that yellow number 9, Ron Reed, trying to make it up, but all of a sudden the traffic in front of him slows, and he goes way to the back. And Sundin came out of that with a total loss of position, and he's in the back. Billy Manchester is out of it. Manchester and Sundin both had to lose all their position and not running. Now Marcy Harmon has got Workman on the inside. Marcy Harmon has got the 40 flying down the inside. Woo, the 82 of Sundin blows a tire, hits the wall. Or hits the wall or blows the tire. I don't know which happened first. Can he make it around or is he going to be stuck? On the backstretch is Sundin. into the pits. There's Amasi Harmon, Guy Workman. And the 30 of Mike Bowler. With 2 laps to go for Amasi Harmon, look at Bowler coming flying on through. The 9 has worked back up again. Bowler up on the outside of Workman. Bowler in the 30. The 84 Radcliffe. 1 lap to go, 1 lap to go. Here comes Harmon. He's your leader. Bowler trying to get around Workman with half a lap to go. Last lap coming around. Harmon out of the turn. Bowler is still working over Workman. Bowler and Workman for second. Bowler and Workman across the line. It's Bowler ahead of Workman. Radcliffe.
Right, bro.
Hold it. Oh, him alone.
One alone. I'll make your birthday, right?
Won't cost you much to have your name on that car, Zeke, man. Good spots there.
Can I have him alone again? Him alone again.
Okay.
All part of it.
Tell him to get...
Bob, look at the camera.
You have a wide angle lens on it, you should be able to get it.
I know.
Come on! Where's that? There he is. Where's that?
Wait a minute.
Biggest smile.
Zeke, wait, Zeke. Come on, gang. Go. Okay.
I want one more alone with of him, okay?
One more alone with him?
Please.
All right.
Thank you.